So the results of the Peruvian-American War are in, and I'm I, I'm just kind of shocked that I'm shocked that the Americans lost that. I mean, I guess I should have thought more about the casus belli used. Um, yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a peace deal. I'm just kind of shocked that, I mean, the Americans lost. So here are the new borders in North America. Obviously, the Peruvians took, what is this, like 8 provinces away from the Southern American territory, as well as Canada achieved or retrieved some of their old cores back in kind of the middle of Canada, so right around the western Hudson Bay. So yeah, I mean, I think the Americans are still going to win North America, and that's fine. The Peruvians are obviously no. I'm not even going to say. I'm pretty sure the Netherlands have won South America. That's obvious. But it's just shocking that these two global powers that war was decided the way it was. Now I think that if Peru were to declare the war on America, same thing would have happened because. It was just because the Americans declared the offensive war. I think if Peru declared the same casus belli, there's no way they would have pushed through further enough into American territory, even with all those alliances involved. Well, first of all, more than likely, Peru wouldn't have gotten those alliances involved. Secondly, if the USA were the defenders, you would have had to worry about Egypt, South Africa, and British Columbia. That would have really made the difference. British Columbia would have made the difference, I think, in terms of land battles inside of North America. But yeah, I mean, it was a situational thing. Anyways, it is 2005, and I believe 2 new wars have popped up. Nothing too big, but it's okay. Norway versus Revolutionary France. We'll see how that goes. Catalonia. Oh, did Catalonia become a vassal or something? They did, of Revolutionary France. So visually, we're looking at something like this. So we'll see how that goes. It looks like it might be... It depends on what Norway actually sends over. If Norway doesn't send over any troops to Western Europe, then yeah, they're going to... Oh, but they already do. They've got a 67 stack here. But Revolutionary France is at over 100 regiments already, over 130. So they'll be able to kick those forces out if they don't... Oh, is Belgium involved too? Oh, they are. That would be... I didn't even realize that Belgium was involved. That's a big deal. And then we have Japan versus Qing. This could be big for Japan if they're able to land in Eastern Asia. I don't think Qing has much of... Is Sardinia-Piedmont still at war with Genoa? What is up with that? They've been at war for a really long time. Or maybe they just went in a second war that I didn't notice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Japanese... Qing has got no navy. Yes, the Japanese should dominate here. We'll see. Oh my gosh, they've already peaced out. Holy crap. Well, that didn't take very long. So there you go. We've got a very, very strong Japan. Actually, the winner for Asia is completely up in the air. I apologize. Completely up in the air. I don't even know who it is. I'm guessing it might be Persia, but because now that Punjab has fallen apart, I don't think Tibet is that strong. Maybe Thailand. It might be Japan. It really depends. They've got 11 years. There's about 11 years left. And remember, this could also make big impacts for Norway if they do end up taking a lot from France. France is going straight after Belgium. Oh, Serbia actually made it over this way. Well, that's shocking. Here comes Belgium. Belgium's got some reinforcements, though. The problem is that Norway doesn't have very many troops. Catalonia from Iberia is now coming up from down south. So maybe this will give a little bit more points to Revolutionary France, in fact. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just shocked that Serbia actually got over this way. That is pretty surprising. Pretender rebels are and the Darfur rebels, separatists, are still in Naples lands. Yeah. That's another thing. I'm sorry. Did I say the Naples Pretender rebels are still in the Italian Peninsula, or are not still, but they are in the Italian Peninsula. The Americans also lost a lot of territory here to this former Portuguese colony. The British have this river, Cape Verde, back. Interesting. Is that Cape Verde? It is. So it must have been like a Spanish-controlled province at some point. Anyways. Maybe this tribe might have gotten a few more provinces. I'm not entirely sure. I know that there was like 2 there before, but yes. And I didn't even check what happened to the results of the Danish-Swedish war. Well, I guess we could see if Sweden's still around. Oh, they are still around. Where are they at? That's right. They still control... Oh, there's a Prussian-Swedish war. Yes, there is. Oh, wow. That's so funny that I had just looked for them. I just looked for them and we just saw, yeah, so Prussia's going to probably destroy Sweden here, I'm thinking. Now, is Norway bringing any reinforcements? If they don't, this is going to be very, very bad. Norway does not care, I guess. Norway has troops over from Austrian lands. Maybe they got military access through. I don't know who they would have gotten military access through this way. Maybe they, you know, what they lost the battle. They probably lost the battle, went back to their ally because Austria is still their ally. Went back to their allied lands, even though they're not involved in the war. I think they can do that, right? I believe so. Norway's at 0 war score. Belgium is definitely going to get separate peace tier, and at that point, it's going to make things really difficult for Norway to get anything going. Belgium was their landing. Belgium was kind of the key component for them to win this war. I know they had a few footholds inside of Western Europe and inside of northern French territory, but yeah, not anymore, obviously, now that they're occupied by the French. Hamburg also sent over a lot of troops. Wow. Yeah, I don't think we were anticipating this. Who else are you fighting? But you already control all of Hamburg, so you might be able to... Nope, Revolutionary France is already over here, kicking butt and doing their thing. Yeah, well, that's gonna make things pretty difficult, I would say. So I'm guessing Belgium's gonna lose. I'm wondering if they're gonna lose provinces, though. That's the thing, is when they do ultimately get separate peace tier, will Belgium lose provinces? I would say Norway's probably gonna lose provinces. Since these are our cores, yeah, you know what? France is going to gain back their cores, definitely. Not from Austria, though, obviously, but just from Belgium and Norway together. Pretty big loss there. Surprised that... I'm really shocked. So it looks like Revolutionary France, by the almost final video of this series, finally decided to do something. You know, they grabbed Catalonia off of Iberia, off of eastern Iberia, and they'll probably get their cores back. So not a terrible ending for Revolutionary France, but obviously I don't like... Ooh, okay. So what's going on here? British Columbia versus Canada. We have... That's the one that just broke out. Manchuria, Russia versus Shun, Shu, and Japan. Whoa! Now that's kind of cool. That is very cool. So Russia is involved in the war. They're fighting Japan and Shun. So I'm guessing they're allied to each other now. Are they? No, I don't know how they got. How did you get involved? So Shu is also involved. Shu's a one-province minor, though. So Japan and Shun working together. This was an offensive war by Manchuria, declared war on Shun, and that just made the parties involved even more complicated. Russia has, I think, they've got a few regiments over here, but I'm guessing most of Russia is in Western Russia. Is that right? Yeah, for the most part they are. Japan mainly in the Japanese mainland. Doesn't look like they have too many forces, though. They still don't have that many forces. So Manchuria is probably going to get destroyed very quickly. Or at least the land is going to become occupied. Let's go and check North America. It depends on how much Russia gets involved. Russia's been just, I don't know, tumbling. They're in a spiral. They're spiraling out of control almost in all the wars that they've lost. So what was this North American war declared? The British Columbia declared war on Canada. The USA backing them up. Canada has Japan and the Spanish Pacific on their side, but that will definitely not be enough. Norway is winning this war? How? How do they have 3 war score right now? Have they landed more troops? Is Belgium making a difference? Did anyone separate peace? No, not really. Still seems to be about the same forces. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, so we'll probably be going very back and forth between all the regions, quickly back and forth between Eastern Asia, North America, and Europe. So yeah, Manchua's getting destroyed pretty quickly here. Although, not really. Russia has a 45 stack that's probably distracting Shun and Japan. Shun has almost no force. So yeah, it really does just depend on how much... When did Min get all these provinces? Has Min always been this big? Maybe they have. I don't remember them being this far into Eastern Asia. I know that they kind of lined the coast, but maybe that's just because they've been so similar to the Tibet colors as well. That could have been maybe the problem beforehand. Uh-oh, someone might be getting ready to peace out. Possibly. Is Russia sending over more forces? They are. It does look like they're bringing in reinforcements. It slightly looks like that. Is anybody else involved? Russia's, no, there's a few kind of areas here. So Russia could maybe grab a few lands. I didn't realize Manchuria is so spread out. It's really just Japan that's holding this battle together, which means Japan will certainly not be able to contribute at all, really, to the North American war, since I'm assuming that most of the fleets is focused in and trying to just get troops from the Japanese mainland, which they were able to do. They were able to get all the troops from the Japanese mainland over towards Eastern Asia. So the USA will probably get back some of their cores. Actually, no, they didn't core everything. It doesn't look like they cored a lot of this stuff. No, yeah, it looks like that. That's weird. Maybe the AI never got around to coring a lot of the newly acquired Canadian lands that they eventually grabbed. Norway's now at -7 war score. That's better. British Columbia is at 21. Not really better, but it makes more sense. Poland's now going after Ukraine with Naples on their side. Poland only having Lithuania and Bavaria. Portugal versus Revolutionary France. Ooh. Are we starting to see kind of a drop in the numbers that Revolutionary France is seeing? Prussia involved in the war. Oh, that's key. That right there is key, that Portugal was able to call in Prussia. Sweden doesn't make much of a difference. Oh my gosh. Norway has a 60 stack once again. Yes, I do believe that we have seen is... When did Burgundy get involved, and on whose side? On Norway's side, I'm guessing? Yeah, I guess so. So they must have lost too many troops. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that because, Norway had most of its regiments over here and they went straight for Hamburg, I think that, did they separate peace? Yes, they did. That's what happened. Norway had most of its regiments in Scandinavia. They went straight after Hamburg. They grabbed probably the full occupation here. Revolutionary France decided to skip over Belgium, and they went all the way towards Northern Europe. That's probably where they lost a lot of the battles. That's where Norway had most of its regiments, and they were far away from their land, so they were probably suffering from attrition, moving through all that stuff. Revolutionary France wasn't that strong, but they do still have 100 stack, about 100 stack. But here comes Prussia from the east. So Norway might be able to turn this war around, actually, which would be incredible, thanks to Prussia, pretty much. Italy versus Genoa. Italy's not a strong force at all. It's really Naples that has become the new Italy. We'll have to also keep in mind Poland versus Ukraine. Poland actually dominating this. Where is the Ukrainian military? Oh, geez. Yeah, I have no idea where that went. Okay, so what's going on here? Japan's got to be winning this for the simple fact of controlling Manchuria lands, right? That's kind of where I'm thinking about this. Although Japan is not the main person involved in the war. It's Shun. But yeah, no, Manchuria's got -14 war score, so they'll probably lose a lot. Again, Russia could maybe make the difference, though. But Russia's having the same problem that we almost saw with Peru. Both those empires were too big. This is where I'm starting to see the AI start to break down. When empires are too big, they have trouble focusing their regiments, I think, on one front. But they're bringing reinforcements in. Oh my gosh. See, once those guys get in, that's when this war completely changes. Just like the way the Norwegian Revolutionary France war completely changed. But for different reasons. But I'm just saying they both are changing drastically. Obviously, British Columbia is going to grab a whole bunch of land from Canada. They will maybe become like Western Canada, kind of. I'm not saying they're going to form a new nation, but yeah. Notice that the USA are grabbing all these occupations for themselves. British Columbia only has Western Canada under their own occupation. But British Columbia is going to be the one that actually does the deal here. So who knows what will happen in that case. Let's go back to, okay, so what happened? So Revolutionary France just got eaten in half by Burgundy. Crazy borders now. But let's not forget that Portugal's still involved in the war with Prussia on their side. So Prussia's going to be doing a lot of the damage here. Where's the remaining French army? It's pretty much scattered and gone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Prussia might even... Well, they're dealing with a fort, so they can't move any further down south. If they grab this fort here, though, they will be able to move down south. The problem is that their morale is going to be back. Oh, but reinforcements are coming. Prussian reinforcements are coming. So, yeah, I think France is done. But the thing was, Norway didn't take anything, which is what they needed to do. They desperately needed to take things. Hungary now after Serbia. Let us check in on Poland Ukrainian war -3. When did Bavaria get involved in a war? Bavaria got involved because Poland called in Bavaria, Ukraine called in Naples. I didn't realize that was going to be an issue. Now, Naples can't core any of this stuff. They can't take any of this stuff for themselves, so that's why they're going to give up all the occupations to Ukraine. But it doesn't really matter. I think this is going to be a clear victory for Poland, but maybe not, because Bavaria is coming, but so are the Lithuanians. The Lithuanians and the Polish are coming back, I think, to stack wipe, I'm guessing. What's going on here in Eastern Asia? Most of Manchuria has been sieged. Now, where are the Russian reinforcements at? Shun's not doing a great job at all. Japan is pretty much the entire war, but look at Japan, kind of almost, what are you doing? Are you moving down south to unoccupy this? I don't know why. It seems like a waste, but okay. You can do that. Japan, they desperately need you to fight Russia. Japan is like, you're the last hope for Shun and Shu. That's it. Portugal's at 21 war score. We've got Poland versus Ukraine now going down to -25. I don't know why. Maybe Naples will be able to really change it up, though. Naples might be able to change it up. Hungary going after Serbia at 7 war score. And the British Columbia at 41. So there's going to be a peace deal here soon, since there really aren't that many regiments or that many provinces left to occupy. Very strange that we also saw this happen before, where the USA decided to stick it out, stay at war with Canada for a really long time. January 2008. All right. 8 more years left to go, so we probably have about 1 more video, at least of gameplay, left to go. Not sure. I'll probably do a separate video for the results, but we will see about that. Poland now in Naples lands. It does seem weird that Naples is losing this. I will admit that seems very odd. That Poland is losing this, I should say. Prussia grabbed this fort. Again, all the occupations going to Portugal, though. Occupied by... Oh, no, it's not. It's going to... Papa. Why? Why are you giving those occupations up? Where... That's like in the Indonesian territory, isn't it? Yeah, what the heck? That's really weird, Prussia. Is this some sort of backstabbing move that you're doing? Like you're helping a friend out, but you're like, you know what, screw them. I'm not going to give the occupations up to Portugal. That's what it kind of feels like. Yeah, Revolutionary France is done. I'm surprised that Spain didn't get involved. Spain and Revolutionary France have been drastic disappointments, I would say. Pretty massive disappointments. They just didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. I'm surprised that they still have... Oh, they're supporting the independence. I see. Which really made Europe not too good. I mean, I know a lot of people... Oh, wait. So one peace deal just ended. Japan versus, Russia. It wasn't strictly those two nations, but that had ended. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that didn't end. Well, something must have ended. Maybe it was a minor war that I wasn't paying attention to. This is the one where Japan faces Russia. Manchuria versus Shun. Anyways, I'm about to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.